Hello everyone, I'm Elijah Page with eXp Realty, and today we're going to talk about Haines City, Florida, which is a small city in Central Florida located in Polk County, which is growing rapidly, largely in part because of its affordability. In this video, I'm going to tell you about Haines City and why it might be the perfect place for you to call home. But before we get started, make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe, and make sure to hit the notification bell to stay up to date with me and all of my content so I can try to help you guys find the perfect areas for you to call home. Now, the first topic we're going to touch on, and arguably the largest, is affordability. The current median sales price in Haines City is just a little over $300,000. But in Haines City, you can find a beautiful new construction home for about the high 200,000s, which in Central Florida right now is kind of unheard of. Now, in some of your larger markets like Orlando, you're starting about 500,000. In Kissimmee, you're starting about 400,000, and even Davenport is starting to climb up there at about the high 3s, low 4s for a new construction home. But I know what you're thinking. In Haines City, since you're paying so much less, do you have to work with unknown builders? The answer is no. You still have a great slew of options from great builders like D.R. Horton, Meritage Homes, and Richmond American Homes, just to name a few. Now, while we're on the topic of affordability, let's talk about USDA loans. Haines City does qualify for USDA loans, which is a government-backed zero down payment product. Yes, I said that correctly, a zero down payment product. Now, in Haines City, especially for new construction, it's a very great option where you can get into a home for zero to no money down, especially when you tie in the builder's closing costs and things of that nature with the zero down payment of the USDA loan. Now, for resale, it's not a great option because most times a seller, if they have to choose between an FHA or conventional, they're always going to go conventional over FHA and USDA. The next topic we're going to touch on is location. Now, the reason why you get such a great home for such a great price is because of the location. You are south, about an hour away from Orlando. You're an hour away from Tampa. So you do have a good drive to either of those locations, which have the main attractions, amusement parks, the nightlife scene, which definitely is lacking in this area. But you do have your necessities such as restaurants, hospitals, pharmacies, things of that nature. Haines City is also right next door to Winter Haven and Davenport, and like those areas, Haines City is also booming with development, not just in residential, but also in commercial. You have builders fighting over land just to build. So while Haines City doesn't have some of the main attractions, malls, and shopping centers, they will in the future, but Haines City probably will never really have a nightlife like Orlando, like Tampa, and some of the larger areas. If you're someone that likes the peacefulness and quietness that Haines City has to offer, then it's a great option. But you also can get an affordable home and not be too far from Orlando and Tampa if you're somebody that wants to be closer to the fast-paced hustle and bustle lifestyle that those larger markets have to offer. The next topic I'm going to touch on is things to do. Like I said in my last statement, you are about an hour away from main attractions, like an hour away from Universal and 40 minutes from Disney, but you are right next to the I-4 corridor, so you're just a highway trip away. But in Haines City, if you don't want to make that hour or so drive to get to those main attractions, you have what many locals call the heart of Haines City, which is where we are currently, which is Lake Eva Community Park. Now here you have a slew of options of things to do, like if you love the water like myself, boating, jet skiing, you have the playgrounds, you have playscapes, you have basketball, tennis, you have nice hiking trails where you can take your dog, which I know I love to do myself, and also you have a water park, which in Florida for kids is almost a necessity, to be honest with you. Now here in this community, you also have events throughout the year like the Ironman competition, which I have a few friends that have completed it, and if you want to test your endurance, not just physically but mentally, it's a great competition to really push you to your boundaries. Another great option for things to do is to golf. Now you have a few golf and country clubs, but the number one is Southern Dunes Golf and Country Club, which has a link style which resembles Ireland and England style of golf, which if you're into that is a great option. I'll be sure to in the future give you a point of view access of how it is on the golf course. That way you can see what I'm talking about. The last topic I'm going to touch on is the environment. I know I say this in every single video. People might say, oh, you say too much. I will scream it from the mountaintops if I have to. I love nature. As you can see behind me, Haines City has a slew of nature options available. Whether you want to just come out here and read a book, you can read on the lake. Like, that sounds pretty good to me. Have the fresh breeze going through all my hair and enjoy the views while I go on a walk my dog, spend time with family, and enjoy all the nature that is here, because in a lot of Central Florida areas, the development is cutting back on the nature, but Haines City still has a great amount of nature available. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Once again, make sure you hit that like button, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell to stay up to date with me and all of my content. I hope you guys enjoyed this video about Haines City and found it very informative for your next home purchase. If you are looking for a home in Central Florida, feel free to contact me either by text, call, or email, whichever is easiest for you, so I can help you find your next home.